guys, welcome back to the channel. We're all guilty of saying before I start losing weight, I'll get confident first. Before we do this, I want to feel this way. I want to feel successful before I start a business. We make up all the sort of excuses in our brains before we jump to something that we want to do. In order to have self-belief before you have success is start with something small. If you want to get absolutely jacked, but you're overweight right now, you're not going to do that crazy intense weight program that every influencer is showing right now. What you need to do is start just by going for a walk. Start small. Keep it small, achievable, attainable. And then once small goals steamroll, you can increase and make bigger goals. I know it sounds a bit simplistic, but sometimes the most simplistic answer is exactly what you need. And all these, successful people that you see, they didn't start off extremely successful. They start off at the bottom, just like me and you. They had a burning desire, a strong belief, regardless of what would happen. Their story, their building, will become big. They believed in their mind way before it happened in reality. And that's what I feel. Before you even become remotely successful, you have to believe it and live it in your mind before it translates to reality. You got to see it before anybody does. We're all guilty. I'm guilty of waiting for the perfect time, the perfect moment for people to believe in me before I start something. At the end of the day, that will never come. Tomorrow never comes. Someday I'll be successful. Someday I'll do it. That someday will never come if you don't start believing it right now and taking small steps. Remember what I said? I said small steps to achieve that goal. In order to go for that big goal. And it all starts with a big mindset shift, which will change the trajectory of your life. So if you're going for something big, going for a big shot at something you want to do, a big career change, starting a business, starting a channel, starting something, it all starts in the mind. It all starts within. All the answers are within. It's normalized in today's society to find everything outside other than within. And all the answers all the answers you're looking for are inside you. And that might sound simplistic, but you need to take some time alone to think about what you want to do. Because nobody else knows your situation. Nobody knows your goals. Nobody knows your ambition. Nobody knows exactly what you want for your life. Maybe something that you want is completely different from what everybody else around you wants. And it's not to say that you're better than anyone, but it's just to say that you want a grand life for yourself. You want to build something that you're proud of, something that you respect, something that other people respect. And before any of that happens, it starts within the mind. It starts with you believing that you can do it before you have any signs of success. And it's funny, once we start believing, actually believing that we can do it, actually taking the steps, our reality catches up with what our mind has been desiring for a long time. And a lot of people right now are complaining that it's too late. You see this influence out there that say, oh, you got 10 months to be successful. This 10 months and AI is going to take your job. I feel that's all bullshit. There's always opportunity. Any time in history, any year, every year there is opportunity. And what we're guilty of is being guilt-tripped by these influencers telling us that our time is coming up. There are people in their 50s that are making complete career shifts, changing the trajectory of their life. You're never too late when it comes to building a life that you desire. You may start later than others, but there is always opportunity. And sometimes I understand it's hard to believe that when everybody around us has a victim mindset, but it's about surrounding yourself with the right mindset, the right people. And what I've learned is, in your early journey, you're not going to have that successful team or people that you want to be around because you have no value. You don't have anything that can attract those type of people. But before those times come, you must act as if you are that person. Consume content that resonates with you. People that have real beliefs, building real businesses, and that have a really good outlook in life. Someone that you really aspire and want to be like. Not some fake influencer selling a fake dream, selling a fake course, but find somebody out there in the real world that's building something real that you want to do as well, and follow them, consume their content, and over time you will build your own identity, build your own path away from everybody else. We all wish that success came quick, but if it came quick, everybody around us would be successful, right? But you gotta really believe, you gotta really think, is the pain of being average, is the pain of having a normal mundane life enough for you to change, or will you stay in comfort? I know for myself, I will die trying to build my own life of my own desire, no matter how long it takes, no matter what that looks like to the outside world. I'm going to try till the day I die. And like I said earlier, there's never been more opportunity in today's age. There's so much information out there we can consume. It's unbelievable the type of content you can watch online these days without even having to pay someone. And in the future, you may need to pay for a mentor. But in the early stages, you just need to consume, read, research on your own, build your own value. And over time, the success you're dreaming of will become your reality. I'm far from where I want to be, but this is just me documenting my journey, wherever that leads me, as long as I'm building my own path. So that's how you build a life of success. Believe it in your mind. Believe it before anybody else does. So that's it for me, guys.